Hi there, my name is Cheryl Stinchcomb and I am the creator of Profit Penning. And I help solopreneurs, online marketers, and small business owners to understand Pinterest so that they can really take advantage of this amazing social media platform that is so misunderstood. They can drive traffic to their website and Etsy account and also make money doing it.
Well, in today's training video, we're going to cover two things for Pinterest. The first one is I'm going to show you the proof that Pinterest is the #1 e-commerce platform. And it's going to be the reasons why you need to stop playing around with everything else and start getting really dedicated into growing your brand on Pinterest. The second one, there are more than 11, but I'm going to give you 11 ways to help monetize or make money through visual attraction on Pinterest. So many owners have asked me, as I've done a lot of Pinterest training and done a lot of small groups, they've said, why do you use Pinterest to market your business? Well, I've got a lot of great reasons, but I want to give you a little bit of background. The first one is I marketed my business on Facebook and I was spending hundreds of dollars on pay-per-click. I was completely aggravated and I wasn't happy with return. When I looked at what I spent on marketing versus what I was making, Facebook just wasn't doing it for me. So I had to go somewhere else. And I had a very specific social media wish list. So first of all, I didn't have a lot of money when I was starting my business. I was doing my business part-time and I had a full-time job. So there was a lot of juggling that I had to do. So I had little to or no marketing dollars to spend. The second thing is I wanted a newer social media home, but more importantly, it didn't have to be new, but I didn't want it saturated. I needed to be able to establish myself as a leader. I wanted to spend less time marketing with a higher return on my investment. We all are limited on time, but especially if you're trying to build a business on the side while you have a full-time job. So after my search, I found Pinterest. I dove right in. And I have loved everything that's happened ever since I've been spending more time on Pinterest. So in my first 3 months, I had more followers and gained more leads on Pinterest than my Facebook page, and it didn't cost me a penny. My website traffic increased by 84%, and I had a great morning when I woke up to see a $1,000 sale in my inbox. I knew Pinterest for Business was working for me. And if it worked for me, then I know it can work for you. So how many of you are actually marketing on Facebook? So a lot of people are asking me, why in the world would I not use the #1 social media platform, Facebook, as my first choice of marketing my business? Well, first of all, it cost me way too much money and I didn't get the returns. The more people ask me that, the more I started thinking, well, what's the difference? Like, what is the comparison between Pinterest and Facebook? And so at Facebook, they were at this time at 901 million users. And Pinterest was only at 10.4 plus million users, and over 10 million of Facebook users were connected. Facebook is the most popular, but yet Pinterest was the fastest growing social media site in history. The revenue for Facebook, and this was way back in 2012, was only a little over $1 billion, which it's more now, but Pinterest has been growing 400% month-to-month growth. Facebook was the #1 referral traffic, but yet Pinterest has been surpassing Twitter and Google Plus and is driving more traffic than Google Plus and Twitter and LinkedIn combined. Facebook is #2 for e-commerce. Well, there you go. Pinterest is #1. In fact, Pinterest is the #1 e-commerce leader. In fact, the average being spent is $180. The reason why Pinterest, I think, is so powerful is the reasons why people are using it. People go to Pinterest to get an inspiration on what to buy, 70%. And typically when people going places or looking to be able to find inspiration on what to buy, that's where they end up purchasing. Pinterest helps you keep track or collect the things that you want. They can have, basically Pinterest can be like a wish board or wish pins for people. And then when they have the money, they can go back into it and purchase right away without having to research. Also, Pinterest people go to keep up with the latest trends on things like fashion, home decor, or any other interests. Other Pinterest facts. Pinterest generates over 400% more revenue per click as Twitter and 27% more than Facebook. 47% of US online shoppers, they have made a purchase based on a recommendation from Pinterest. Shopify customers referred by Pinterest placed an average order of $80 compared to $40 for the customers navigating from Facebook. So if you own a Shopify, you better be on Pinterest because there's people are spending 50% more through Pinterest than through Facebook. So are you excited about the possibilities for your business on Pinterest? So if you're not, you're going to be. So I'm going to show you 11 ways on how to make money through visual attraction on Pinterest. So remember our goal, right? The number one purpose of Pinterest is to get people to click on the pin, go directly to your website, to be able to get their information, give them valuable information, or to be able to make the sale. So you want to link 80% of your pins back to your website. And so then we talked about Etsy, we've talked about websites, we've talked about affiliates. Pinterest will like just about any link, so you can link to just about anywhere. However, Pinterest does not like the Bitly links. They don't like shortened links because then they think that it's not real or that it's spam. So let's talk about how to sell those physical products. The first thing, which we've shown this in another video, is to show your product in action. So take a look at this. You've got a Dyson vacuum cleaner kids toy. You've got a pillow and a wedding dress. Well, look at the difference when you start seeing it in action. It causes you to really look at how does that apply to a lifestyle? Do I see it? I mean, a wedding dress looks a lot better on a girl, wearing it because you get the feeling that you're at a wedding versus seeing it on a hanger. So you want to make sure you show the products themselves. That's important because people will purchase by seeing the product, but a lot of times you want to play it and show it in action as well. The second, show your product is a solution to any problem that they might have. Why do people surf the web? There's a lot of times, aren't you having conversations with someone and I don't know how to do that? Well, go Google it, right? That's the big term now. Go Google it. Well, when you have pins on Pinterest, they actually get found in the Google search. So here's one on the left. It's looked like they're trying to clean up a seat. And so it's giving them a solution to a problem of how to clean that material and get those stains off. The one on the right is just the 5 advantages of drinking water, the reasons why you want to drink more water in the morning. So a lot of people are looking for solutions to their problem. Show people on your products or your services, how does it solve their problem and make their lives better? The third thing is you want to offer coupons or discounts. Everyone out there is doing that. And in fact, if I can remember where I feel like it really got started, and it comes down to pizza. How many people today actually will purchase a pizza if they're getting it delivered to their home without a coupon? I mean, that would be insane. Everywhere you turn around, there's some kind of special or a discount to get pizza delivered to your home. So offer coupons and discounts for your products. Here's a few examples of how some larger companies have offered discounts. You've got Sephora, and you've got Nordstrom. Fourth is customer testimonials. People listen to what other people say versus what a brand says about themselves. So you want to make sure that you are pinning tutorials. Now here it shows a video where you can listen to it. The one on the right is just a still picture showing that this girl loves it. You can also have written testimonials too, as what people have said. Here's another way that you can portray testimonials and basically take what they say and utilize their picture with your product as well. So the fifth way to monetize through visual attraction on Pinterest is to help boost your book sales. So here's a few ways you can do that. One is you want to have a library of the different books that you offer on Pinterest so you can create a board. The other thing is you can create vibrant images with a great quote or a helpful hint from your book and be able to link back to your book sales. You can also give away a section of your book that includes hyperlinks to be able to purchase the book. So it doesn't have to be something that is published. Like I have a lot of ebooks. And so basically from the pin, it would bring them to my landing page on my website where they can immediately buy, or they can download a sample to see if they would like to purchase. You can also run a contest to give away a certain number of books. You can remember, like I said earlier, put together an ebook. It doesn't have to be a published book. You can sell it from your website, or I have my own that are actually on Amazon as well. The sixth way is give a behind the scenes of you, if you're your brand, where you live, or your business. It can help tell a story about the business. So here's a few examples here. One is behind Google in Athens, what their office space looks like. People really want to know more about behind the scenes and what the company's about, or if you or your brand, more about you and where you live. The seventh one is be able to teach customers something new. So teach them how to do something, whether it's how to take pictures in the snow, maybe a certain way to do your makeup. Another example here is 5 steps for a do-it-yourself bride. How do you plan your own wedding? The eighth one is run a contest. Now, we talked a little bit about this when it came to book sales, but you can run a contest to do a lot of different things. You can give away a service, you can give away your product. There are some Pinterest contact examples on my Pinterest profile. You can type in Cheryl Stinchcomb, or my username is Cheryl Web TV, and the board name is Pinterest Contest Examples, and kind of take a look there. The ninth way is affiliate programs. So take a look at your Amazon associates, your Etsy accounts, eBay, ClickBank, any of those things that might tie to your brand, so you can offer some other products that actually complement. The 10th way is to build a client list. This is going to help to increase your business, or I should say increase your sales, because you're going to continue to add new customers to your list. And basically, this is just an example of a few downloads, just trying to get people to click on the link and go to my website so I can gather their name and their email. So not only will they get their free gift I want to give them, but also I'll be able to market to them through an autoresponder. The 11th one I want to share today, even though there's a lot more, is you want to make sure you're offering discounts when you can. Here's a few examples here. One is a buy one, get one wrap on the right. This girl works for It Works. And then here's a company which is 25% off on Black Friday. So offer discounts when it makes sense for your business at certain times of the year. So here's just a few more pin attraction tips. One is make sure the pictures are the right size. They are high in resolution, so they'll actually capture your attention. They're nice and clear. Make sure you add a call to action. Talk to people, tell them what you want them to do. You want to make sure when you do the call to action, it's going to help increase your repins by about 80%. Make sure you add some quotes that tie in. Here's a few examples as well. Checklist. I love, love, love them. People love them. People that want to get organized, whether it's a checklist or you can give them a cheat sheet to teach them how to do something. Infographics work amazingly on Pinterest, and they don't really work for other social media. So they're really popular. So in some of my other videos I had shared this website that you can do to create your own, but within the program of Profit Penning, I have 7 to 8 other free infographic creators with templates that I share in the program.
What are the 4 phases or steps that you really need to understand to be able to master Pinterest for business? So I want to give you a quick review again. The first phase is you need to optimize everything that you have. That's including your profile, your boards, your pins, and that way you can really attract your followers and build it a lot faster. By optimizing, it means knowing how to set those things up, knowing what to name your pins and your boards to be able to attract more followers. The second one is you want to make sure that you're able to attract them. And so how do you do that? Well, you do it by setting up your images a certain way, doing storytelling, and then having some awesome infographics that really perform well on Pinterest. Phase 3 is connecting. How are you going to connect? Build that relationship. Get them to seek you out and come, get more from you. Well, you do that through your blog articles and your tutorials and your how-tos and helping solve their problems, doing videos, contests, and promotions. So you also connect by offering a variety of different things. Phase 4 is promote. You can promote and continue to grow your brand by building a list, having your email marketing, and launching brand new campaigns. So these 4 things are so simple. However, there's always obstacles, right? They get in our way that slow us down. So what are those obstacles that prevent us from being successful? Well, this is always our enemy, right? The lack of time. I mean, who has time to be able to learn the ins and outs on their own on Pinterest? So that way they can get the sales quicker, because you're going to have to go through trial and error to be able to, and then analyze to determine what did you do wrong. And, a lot of us don't even have the time to do that. The next thing is, spending marketing dollars on pay-per-click and not seeing enough deposits resulted in your bank account. That's spending the money you really don't want to waste. I mean, no one wants to waste money. So if you're going to put money in behind, running ads, you want to make sure that you're going to get your bang for your buck. The third obstacle is knowing the right way to create an image that is going to direct your customer to actually purchase your products and services. We've said 70% of people go to Pinterest to get inspired of what to buy. So how do you inspire them to actually purchase from your Pinterest profile? The last one is, getting lost or not getting enough attention because you feel like the market's saturated and you're not standing out and that you can't get your message heard. So these are majorly 4 obstacles that really prevent us from doing really well, and they apply to Pinterest. But I have been helping hundreds, if not thousands of people to get their start on Pinterest. People that own Shopify accounts, Etsy accounts, they're the jewelry makers. They're the people that create their own training materials like I do. They'll have a local shop. And all of these things you don't have to worry about, because in the program that I've created, I help teach everyone how to do it so they're not wasting their time. Skip, who's a filmmaker, said that there's plenty of great information and I've learned so much. I have been monitoring my results, and the most impressive increase was his viral score, and it jumped up from 31 to almost 100% just in 1 week. Well, that score means that he's getting repinned more. So that's a huge jump from 31 to 97. Kitty, who's a health and beauty coach, says, "Thanks a million, Cheryl, for the expert advice. And it's easy to follow training. She's enjoyed every minute." So one of the things that I really hate is like when everyone wants to learn something new. Most of us, if you're an entrepreneur, you're always looking for something new, but training can't be boring. Otherwise you aren't learning. So thank you, Kitty. So I want to tell you about the program that I have, and it's called Profit Pinning, and it is awesome for beginners. It's going to teach you everything as if you didn't have a Pinterest account or you know nothing about it, to all the way up to advanced training. So no matter where you are in your walk with Pinterest or marketing on Pinterest, there's going to be something for you, and it will definitely take you to the next level. It's set up in an easy to understand step-by-step tutorials. It's going to show you everything within Pinterest. It's also organized like a 25-day challenge. So that way it's going to be easy to track your progress, and you can also work at your own pace. What's great about each day is it only requires 20 minutes a day of any work to do on your end. So as we talked about these 4 phases, this is how Profit Pinning is set up. It is set up for you to tackle these 4 phases, and you can determine which phase you want to go to first, or you can start from the very beginning of the program. So let me tell you about the different phases. The first one is optimize. You want to optimize your profile to be able to increase your traffic and your sales for your business. So first, you got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're only planning to fail. So we want to help guide you on how to write a marketing strategy. I coach you through that. I give you the questions that you need to ask yourself. And there's a quick start action guide that you would fill out to help you get results fast. We don't ever want to waste our time, ever. So there's going to be some self-evaluations. It's going to help you to decide where do you need to get started based on where you are currently and how you're using Pinterest. We're going to show you how to set up and optimize an official Pinterest business profile. In all of the tutorials, they are step-by-step videos. They make it very simple, and we're going to walk you through and show you exactly how to do it and how not to do it. So phase 2, we've got everything set up. We're ready to optimize. Now, how do we attract your target market and start getting you some paying customers? Well, you're going to have the ability to watch some really creative videos that share ideas on how to create great visual content that gets you noticed. I'm going to share the top strategies to getting your pins to go viral fast, just like it did for Skip, and to get more traffic to your website. There are secrets to building credibility on Pinterest, and there's 13 of them. So I'm going to share exactly what you need to do to get people to trust you on Pinterest. I'm going to share creative and effective ideas for your Pinterest boards that helps you attract more paying customers. There's more than just building your own board. There are 3 or 4 different strategies you can use that most people don't even know about. The last one, I've got so many awesome free resources that's going to help you create those infographics for free, and you'll be able to build it to where it's brand specific to you. Phase 3 is you've attracted your audience. How are you going to get them to connect to you and start really paying attention to what you have to offer? Well, you're going to get the top strategies with a basic outline on how to build your email and client list through free marketing strategies. Every level of marketing will be covered. Here's what you do as a beginner. Here's your 25 strategies in the intermediate level, and here's what you do in the advanced. And I also show you how to do each of these in step-by-step tutorials. By following these marketing strategies and knowing all of them and building on them, you'll be able to monetize your products on Pinterest. I'm going to give you a list of your best tools to be able to track and analyze your marketing results, because you have to know what you're doing is working. You want to keep doing those things, and you also have to know what is not working, because you don't want to waste your time on those. Running a contest is a really great way to get a lot of attention. So I'm going to teach you the steps to go do that so you can get viral online. Phase 4 is the last one, which how do you continue to promote your business and build your list? Well, we're going to learn a lot of ways to sell your products, even if you don't have an email list. So that's really important. Not everyone knows how to set up an autoresponder. Well, that's okay. You can learn that later, but we can get you selling your products now without that list. We're going to share 8 simple steps to build your list when you get to that point to help increase frequent purchases. So that way your clients that you currently have, they're going to come back and buy more from you. We're going to share 25 ways to be able to make money with your products and services on Pinterest. Also, let's say you got a new product. You created something new, or you got a new jewelry line. Well, we're going to teach you how to launch a new product or how to build a campaign that will explode your bank account. And lastly, we're going to learn the different online softwares that are going to help you analyze those marketing results. But that's not it. So the training is also going to include a milestone tracker. So when you log in to the back office of the training, it's going to show you where you left off. So you can move forward, you can move backwards, but it's going to be able to track the things that you've already completed. To go along with the online milestone tracker, I've got a printable tracker. So this is how you can plan out your days. It's set up as a 25-day challenge. You can see it set up with the different phases. So phase 1 optimize is 7 days long, attracting is another 7. And within these, there are also days that are set aside for you to do actual work on Pinterest. So those 20 minutes a day is going to end up averaging out on the days you don't have a video. You're going to be able to spend all your hands-on time in Pinterest. What's really great about the program is as you're going through this, you're building your Pinterest profile as you're going through these 25 days, and you will start seeing results immediately. The step-by-step tutorials, there's going to be an overview of explaining what we're going to do, and it's going to show you how to do it. There are activity downloads for almost every day. So those checklists that I showed you earlier, or cheat sheets, or activities that you need to ask yourself questions and walk yourself through a plan, we provide all of that for you. For every day of training, there is a comment section, and that's going to give you a chance for other members to leave comments of I like this, or how do I do this? So there's a way that you can interact or just leave what your thoughts were about the training for the day. Now, in this training, there's more than 15 hours of videos and work that you'll be able to go through in those 24 hours. And a social media manager, they charge to be able to help build a brand with doing even just one Facebook page, $500 to $2,000 per month, or they're going to charge around $100 per hour. So with Profit Penning providing you more than 15 hours of training, and during that time frame, you're getting results. You're not waiting just to pay a social manager meeting. Profit Penning's training is worth over $1,500. But who in the world has $1,500 to invest in Pinterest? I know that when I got started, I didn't either. So we're definitely not going to be charging $1,500 because that's not fair to anyone. You might as well pay someone else to do it for you, although you would have the month-to-month charges of $1,500. But I want to share more about the program. I think there's bonuses that need to go with that. One is there needs to be an outlet. We've got a private Facebook group with people really get active. They share some of their most popular pins. They share questions about the program, and people will brainstorm with them and help them decide what pins should you pin based on your niche. The second one is you'll get a download, which is a Pinterest marketing ebook. It's going to have step-by-step, how do you do things. So it's basically written down step-by-step that's going to match the tutorials that you get to watch. Bonus 3 is I'm going to give you a download. It's 101 creative Pinterest board names that can work for any industry. The last bonus is the outsider's point of view. That just means if you want me to take a look at your profile one time before you get set up, after you get set up, and give you some feedback, I'm happy to do that. Everyone has access to email to me directly, and all they do is email me their profile and say, hey, take a look, give me your feedback, and I will send you an email back letting you know what I think is working really well and some recommended changes. So these are the 4 bonuses that's going to come on top of the training, that 25-day challenge that you're going to get. So these bonuses and these 4 together are worth over $450. So this is the inside of the entire training. It's going to be set up by phases. You've got your individual tutorials and your 4 bonuses. So the total value, if you add that together, is close to $2,000. But like I said before, that's crazy talk, right? So here's what we're going to do. For instead of close to $2,000, we're going to only charge $159. But again, I'm not going to charge that either. But here's why. I have spent my entire life developing online training programs. That's what I've done. That was my full-time job until I decided to venture out and help entrepreneurs. So it is so easy for me to go learn how to do something and put a great program together and get it uploaded to be able to help others. So to me, this just comes naturally. So it's not a lot of work for me, but it would be a lot of work for you. So what I'm going to offer today through this training is I want to give you 50% off that price. So you can get all of these things, the 25-day challenge, the 4 bonuses, you get direct access to me, and your cost is only $79. So for you to purchase right away, just go ahead and click on that link, and it's going to take you directly to there. That page is going to be able to explain every single thing we just talked about. It's going to show you the items that are going to be included, and you can get signed up right away and start getting awesome results with Pinterest. So here's a few testimonials and what we're hearing. So from Liz, she said, before watching my training, I thought I had to hire someone to make cool image pins to promote on my first online product. But way to go on the Pinterest video training. I got a ton of value, and now I have other friends taking the course too. From Dana, who is a coach, I'm loving the Pinterest training. I'm learning what I should have known 4 months ago. Perfect example of someone trying to learn something on their own and wasted too much time. So what are you waiting for? You can get started today, right now, with Profit Penning. Once you sign up, you'll get a login and you're ready to go. I also offer a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. I do not ask questions if someone's unhappy or they want a refund. So you have nothing to lose. Go ahead, click that link, and let's get started with Profit Penning and helping you to earn profits on Pinterest today. To watch the entire Pinterest training webinar right now, go ahead and register at webinar.profitpenning.com and choose the best time for you. I want to thank you for being with me today. I really hope you learned a couple things that you can take back to be able to help grow your business on Pinterest. Again, my name is Cheryl Stinchcomb, the creator of Profit Penning and the author of Pinterest for Profits. I look forward to seeing you in our next training video.